everyone, I'm Ari for the K-pop TV network. Today we're going to meet Jessica Lee, who also goes by her Korean name Lee. She was known as a member of the girl group Teen, a contestant on the show Idol School, as an actress, model, and has her own successful YouTube channel which garnered hundreds and thousands of fans internationally. All this, and she is just getting her start at the age of 19. Let's meet Jessica Lee.
Hey guys, it's Jessica here. I am currently a YouTuber based in both Korea and in the Philippines. As Ari mentioned, I also used to be in the K-pop industry for about 4 years. I was a participant in the show Idol School of Mnet and also a member of the group Teen.
Yay! It's so nice to meet you, Jessica. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. So you actually never intended to be a K-pop idol. You always wanted to become an actress. Can you talk about how you got your start in training?
It was the summer of 2014 and I was going to school in the Philippines and I came back to Korea during my vacation, and I was very interested in learning acting in an acting academy. So I went to a nearby acting academy, and it turns out that the head of that acting academy knows someone in the K-pop industry, was working as a producer. I told him my wishes that I want to be an actress in Korea, but I don't really know how to get started, and he gave me an advice that it's actually better to become a K-pop idol first and become an actress later on. So I said, okay, then I'm interested in being a K-pop idol too. So that's how I started having a dream to be a K-pop idol.
For a short while, you were in the group Teen, and you even performed on your pre-debut stage. What were your thoughts at the time when you decided to leave the group?
Together with other two members in Teen, I was one of the first members of the group. So I have a very deep relationship, not only with my members, but also with the staff in our company. So it was really hard for me to just tell them that I don't want to do it anymore, of course, because we have all the time known each other and memories together. And just because of my personal concern or personal interest, I had to leave the group, and I felt really guilty. But I was very thankful that they were also understanding my point of view.
After your hiatus being in K-pop, you joined the competition Idol School in 2017. What encouraged you to join the show?
They actually were looking for contestants for the show, which is contradictory to what they said to the public that they are receiving audition or doing auditions. Yeah, we all know that most of the members or participants in the show were actually asked beforehand, and I was one of them. I was very overwhelmed to get that kind of offer because Mnet is a big company, it's a big show. So at first, I guess I was really flattered. At the same time, I was really worried because I already quit my journey as a K-pop idol like 2 years ago. I was quite hesitant to go back, but after talking with my parents and also with my friends, I realized that this may be another opportunity for me. I have no big pressure. I don't have to be dedicating my whole life in this competition, of course. It will end someday, so maybe just take it as kind of another experience. So that's how I decided to join as well.
Wow, that's so interesting. And then the fans, they were really shocked when you released your Untold Truth About Idol School video. But it also gave a lot of insight about the industry and how you felt that there was more that you could do outside of the industry. So can you talk more about that?
Since it was also my first time joining or participating in such a big show, such a mainstream show in Korea, I knew that there was something that I was going to be very shocked at, of course, but I didn't know what exactly it was until I actually went there and joined the program. A lot happening behind the cameras, which also made me think a lot about this industry and what kind of mindset I should have to deal with this, because I'm pretty sure many people in the industry also think the same way as me, where they feel uncomfortable, but they still have to do it because that's just how it works in the industry or in that system.
I really liked in your video when you said you told one of the staff members that you felt that there was more that you could do outside of this show, and then you also returned to the Philippines, and then you're doing your projects on the murals and everything. Yeah, you're really amazing, Jessica.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This sounds so cliche, but what do you see yourself doing in 10 years?
In 10 years? Wow. 10 years. I have big passion for art as much as I had a passion for K-pop industry or modeling or acting. So yeah, I hope I could contribute in that industry. Of course, this is also cliche, but to make the world better through art. I don't know. On the other hand, I also see myself maybe either working as a model because I also have interest in the industry.
So if you were offered a spot in an idol group today, would you take it?
No, I don't think I really fit in that industry. Maybe in 20 years, maybe there will be some changes in the industry where I could also feel comfortable being in there. But now, still, the system is all too rigid for me, and I think there are other works I could do.
Yeah, so you do have a lot of experience in the K-pop industry. So do you think you could give some advice to viewers who have dreams of becoming a K-pop star? And what do they need to know that comes with that life?
Well, first of all, I want to say that it's a really good thing that they have a strong passion for something, because there are also many people who don't know what they should do. And the fact that they have something they want to do so strongly alone is very amazing. About what lies ahead of their lives, I guess. There will be many times where they can feel quite uncomfortable, where they feel like it's not right, but they still have to do it because they're just told. And they might also feel sometimes like they're so small because they cannot really speak out. Instead of being somebody who they want to be, they might be told to be somebody who's not them. I think that's something that you really have to question yourselves if you will be okay standing in that position. Although that's not the case for all K-pop idols, of course. And I hope that you don't lose yourself in the process, although there can be many factors that could be really affecting you that way. I hope you still have the courage and you still have this will to ask yourself if you feel safe. I wish you guys a luck.
So in the Philippines, you've been able to get your acting career started, being in several commercials. How are you liking that so far?
It's been very positive, actually. At first, I was also worried because I have past experiences in the K-pop industry where I felt like I was too small. But I was so thankful that people in the modeling industry, I guess, were very open to me, even if I wasn't that fluent in Filipino language, they would really speak in English to me so I could understand. They would feed me very well.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, well, I guess the environment is a lot different than the K-pop industry, where it's kind of harsh, it's rigid, and I think there are pros and cons to that, but so far it's been really good. I really loved my experience in there.
So you do travel back between Korea and the Philippines. Where do you think is more like home to you?
That's a good question. I lived in the Philippines for about 10 years and I lived in Korea for about same amount of time. Both really feel like a home to me. In Korea, I do feel like I'm home. In the Philippines, I also do feel like I'm home. And when I'm in Korea, I want to go home. When I'm in the Philippines, I want to go home. So yeah, it's hard to choose.
So when I first found your YouTube channel a few years ago, actually, I was surprised that you were living in the Philippines. You're making vlogs there, talking about your K-pop experience. Can you share more about your YouTube experience with us?
Very first few videos on my channel was all about K-pop, about my experiences. Although I was very happy to be getting a lot of viewers from that topic, I also wanted to share about my current life. And my current life is me being a student in the Philippines. So that's how I started also sharing about my life in the Philippines, my thoughts about the Philippines. And the response has been also positive, thankfully. It's been very overwhelming, thankful, and I'm very happy that people appreciate me as a foreigner who also loves the Philippines so much. Yeah, I'm very happy to have the title as well.
Thank you so much, Jessica, for meeting with us today. And if you ever come back to San Francisco, we'd love to have you in the studio.
Oh yes, I would love to go back. Yeah.
Bye.